Your mouth is so big, one bite could kill a big rat. You talk too much. Never shut up.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if they should be talking about the girl like that.
Yeah.
Talk too much.
You don't even know.
Hey, that's wrong, man. They shouldn't be doing that to that girl. That girl didn't have. That's not right. That's not right. They ain't had no right to talk about my homegirl like that.
And your brain's moving slow.
Uh-oh. Yo. Good morning. Stop.
Good morning, man. Hey, you better turn it off.
Let it go. Let it go. Stop it. Get out of here. Get away.
Talking about let it go. It's gonna be two people on here watching Let It Go.
Look, I wasn't trying to have it go so long. I don't want to get canceled. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to, put
like B. Simone. You want to get canceled like B. Simone?
Well, I don't know why they're trying to cancel my homegirl like that.
First of all, they need to quit canceling her. Quit it.
Yeah. Well, I think that there is something to what she was trying to say. I think that there is some misunderstanding around it as well. I think that there's some people that would take it as if she was speaking directly to them, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
The truth hurts.
Yeah, I mean the truth sometimes hurts. I mean, look, first of all, I don't think we gave our proper introduction. I'm sitting over here trying to look through the phone and make sure I got everything up here right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go ahead and go. So a lot of folks was talking about the homie B. Simone over the week. It was crazy because B decided to come out and tell everybody about theyself and tell the young ladies they got to quit asking for more than what they're willing to give. And it didn't go too well for her, unfortunately. But it's all good because we're going to talk about it. I got a feeling that Gina has some sort of opinion on this whole thing. What before you go there, Gina, let's just say good morning.
Okay, let's say good morning.
Just because you work from home don't mean you ain't got to wash your ass. Good morning. It's Melanin Espresso.
It is Melanin Espresso, and I am reporting live and direct from the great state of Texas. We out here where it's frozen over. It's very difficult in this state. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. But before we get into all that, I am really, really, really concerned about the homie B. Simone and what they trying to run her through. For those of y'all that don't know, B. Simone is a young lady who last week decided to tell everybody, or specifically women, evidently, that perhaps your love strategy isn't working. So she proposed what she called a love challenge.
But here's a little challenge. We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even had the things on that list. He got to be a family man. You may talk to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed.
Where's the lie, Gina?
The lie is nowhere besides her throat. The thing about me is the way she said it. Okay, these people act like she was talking to 19-year-olds. No, we're grown. You don't have to. You don't have. She had to do all that. She had to do all that. She had to do all that.
What all this shit, man?
What she's saying is facts. Now, what she's saying is complete facts. Now, come on, ladies. We can't be asking a man for stuff that we ain't got. You know what I'm saying? We can't. But the fact of the matter that she did all this and did the nails and grown women don't.
She's a performer, G. I mean, she
no.
What she's saying. I mean, it's not like she's just saying this stuff and she's reciting it from a pulpit somewhere where she's expected to deliver. Man, she's an entertainer. She's a freaking online personality. She's an influencer. What's she supposed to do? Speak to you like she's Dr. Umar? Now listen here, let me tell y'all.
Yeah, if you're gonna speak real facts, then you need to speak to me for real. Like I can't even hear you, Vince.
Oh, you can't hear me?
There you go. Okay, there you go. But no, seriously, like she is supposed to talk to us like we're regular people. I don't care if you're an entertainer. You don't gotta talk. Nobody in a right Vince. Now it's not for you because you are a gentleman. Okay. But there's no way that somebody that's old enough to not put Gorilla Glue in their hair, you should not be talking to us like this. Like, we can't. No, and no.
Well, I mean, but so you saying that if she had spoken to you like she was Ayanla trying to fix your life, this would have been the feeling that. I mean, obviously she ain't. Well, hold on now. How you know she ain't talking to you? She ain't talking to me to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got your little man and you got your little life straight, got your little afro all picked out, got your little background all straight, don't mean that you don't apply. She might be talking to somebody in your life that need to hear this message. Hallelujah. Maybe she's talking to pre you, not today you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should have heard this message 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because
don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. She shouldn't have talked to us like that. That's all I'm saying. What she was saying is true, but you ain't got to talk to us like that, baby girl. Baby girl.
Well, look, when she's sitting there doing all that talking, but she's actually giving decent advice, number one, for some would say, but also she's not the only one online giving out life advice. Why y'all don't want to hear this chick sitting here saying all that stuff, but we got to sit here and listen to this dude, Derek Jackson, all the time sitting here telling me how I ain't nobody, I ain't Jack, how I got to be this and that all my whole life. And y'all sit there and googly eye drool all over this dude.
No.
When Simone come out and say all this crazy. First of all, let's just keep it real. Who is B. Simone in the first place? I mean, who is she? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just said she was you just said she was an internet superstar. So that's who she is, and that's why she thinks that she could talk to people like that. What? But if you up there looking at him, he ain't yelling at you though. Is he yelling at you like the Everest commercial? Is he sitting, are you sitting on the couch, ain't doing nothing with yourself? Get up and go to school today. Don't talk to me like that.
Yeah, but that dude yelled at me too. Like this dude was sitting there making me feel bad about myself, and I am educated. He made me think I need to go ahead and go out there and go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, for those of y'all who have no idea who B. Simone is, quick bio.
Oh, God.
What's up, y'all? I'm B. Simone. If you don't know who I am, you're tripping. I'm popping across the board on all social media platforms. I probably have about 4.1 million followers. I know y'all seen Rihanna liking my posts and in my comments. You probably seen me with Taraji P. Henson and Drake. Your girl got a repost by Drake. Drizzy Drake. Happy birthday, Drake! Happy birthday! Baby's here now. I'm in New York. She in LA. Right now, I'm on my own stand-up comedy tour, selling out across the world. I have my own beauty line coming. And I am on MTV's Wildin' Out. And baby girl, baby boy, this is the B. Simone tone. If anybody is talking like this, I'm doing it. You know where they got it from.
So B. Simone is somebody, and I am extremely lagging, but it's okay because you can still hear me if I'm not correct. Correct? Yes.
Yes. You didn't even have to play all of that.
Oh, well, all right. Well, my bad. I don't know. I actually kind of lost control of the content as it. But yeah, I mean, she's got a voice. She's using it to say facts. And one of the things that I think is being misconstrued here is the fact that she was actually trying to preach about a challenge for self-betterment, you know, and she's getting this backlash because she's speaking to women about it. My question is, if a man had said this same thing with all of these mannerisms as I sit here and lag and speak with my mouth not matching my words, it don't matter, would he have been met with the same hatred? Would they have been met with that same vitriol? Because I don't think so. I think that a dude would have been like, yeah, dude, you can't be asking for your woman to be like this and to be like that. And then women would have been like, exactly. That's right, Pooh. Period, Pooh. XYZ. But since it's a young lady, it's all like, oh, but who you think you is? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Yeah, you tripping. Because the bottom line with B. Simone is the delivery. Okay, all I'm gonna say, nobody is gonna listen to you if you talking like this, especially if they over 40 years old. We don't talk like this. We don't want to do this. We don't want nobody coming at us like this. You come at us like this, we ready to shoot you. So my personal opinion, although B. Simone did speak facts about women being ready and prepared for your man, which is correct, but she was saying she didn't even want a man. I could have sworn a couple months ago they tried to cancel her because she was saying that she don't want no 9-to-5 man. She want an entrepreneur man or whatever. I don't know, but I don't even know, and I don't even care. Can I just say that I don't care? I can't. I'm not gonna take no advice from no girl out here that ain't had a boyfriend since she's been out. She ain't had a boyfriend since she's even been out. Like what? Like what advice? That's. I'm listening to Steve Harvey. Okay, I'll listen to Steve Harvey. He's been married 3 times. He's got experience. I'm not listening to no goddamn piece of So thank you. And next, get her. Oh my god! And she heard them damn birds. Oh.
Yeah, but I liked the part about the teeth though. I thought that was kind of funny when she was saying that, you know, you want a man to have bleak teeth. You ain't been to the dentist in 6 months. You want to have a good relationship. You ain't talked to your mama in 6 months. I think all of that, you know, there's some merit there, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
There's no, there's not. No, there's not. All right. Angela Davis never talked to nobody like this.
Are you sure?
Get the word from.
So we doing.
Sorry.
All right, fair enough.
Moving on, please.
Since you brought up Angela Davis, I think it's only right, since we're doing Black History Month and we you know, we out here in the state of Texas. Well, at least I am. I don't know where you at. You know what I'm saying? We out here in Texas. I think it's only right that. Can I do my Black History fact right quick? Can I do my Black History joint, man? Is that...
Sure, bro. I'll just be dressed in mine the whole show.
Yeah, you drink the dress that. All right, you Angela Davis to the core. Well, for those of y'all who don't know, this week prior that we just left, we actually flew a spaceship to Mars. And just to kind of pick up on that whole little phenomenon, I would like to introduce those of y'all who don't know to this young lady right here, the beautiful Mae Jemison, who was the first Black woman in space. Hallelujah! And she did it as a pioneer, was not nothing to be played with. And a lot of folks don't even know that Mae Jemison wasn't just an astronaut. She wasn't just an engineer. Let me give a little bit of background on Mae Jemison for those of y'all who don't know. She actually always wanted to be into astronomy. But what a lot of y'all didn't know is that she actually was a chemical engineer who minored in African-American studies. And then she studied medicine, went to Cornell, traveled to Thailand, Kenya, doing medical care. This chick was an engineer / doctor / freaking astronaut and full Black girl magic badass. Today, I am saluting, tipping my hat to the Mae Jemison that we know, who's still alive and well, doing her sermons and out there putting out good energy to the world. So my Black History fact goes to the one and only Mae Jemison for adding some color to the world of space. Hallelujah.
All right now, go sister girl, because sisters is the business. I mean, hair was on fleek, basically.
Yeah. You like the hair? You like the hair right there? Yeah. She was doing. I mean, could you imagine all of the stuff? Could you imagine, Gina, you being the first woman in space? Could you imagine what kind of stupid stuff they were saying to you? Like, oh, you know, there's no Popeyes on the moon, and you know, oh, what are you gonna use to comb your hair? And you know that just for me is gonna freeze when you get outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can imagine what she was faced with when it came out.
I slapped the shit out of all of them aliens. Excuse my French on the morning show. Let me be the first. That's why I couldn't be born in them times. Because I'm telling y'all, if I was born in them times, I would have been hung. Do you hear me? Would have hung? Gina, hang her.
Wow. I know.
So I'm good.
Well, another thing that's going on out there, man, in addition to us landing on Mars and finally kind of getting our feet up there, which I got a feeling that we're going to find some hellified Martian weed that we're going to bring back. And I cannot wait to smoke that moon rock. Hallelujah. Let's go. I'm just playing, Dad, Mom, Pastor Kimball, all y'all that's watching.
Christian smoke.
What did happen, though, is that unfortunately, some of our country, especially the area that I'm in right now, went through a bit of a bad time because Texas basically went underwater, man. If you didn't know, now you know. Texas has been snowed in. If you flew out to Texas, you realize that they had lost power They lost heat. They were in dire straits, and it was looking real ugly. And it was looking like there wasn't nobody there to even help them out, man. At one point in time, they were just trying to get the power back on, but they was told by one of the governors, the ex-governors was like, well, we don't want no power. That means that the federal government got to come in. It's like, yo, calm down, man. Talk about yourself. Everybody ain't got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gina, I don't know if you saw this or not, but the saddest part was seeing some of the things that was happening in some of these folks' houses. Like, I felt the most bad when I saw stuff like this right here, Gina.
They over there asleep. We're down to the last piece of wood. We need some help. Where you at in Dallas, Texas?
Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my god.
Can I go up there and pop it back up? I don't want to.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, well.
What the fuck?
There goes our house.
All right, so I didn't have the edited version there, but it is.
But that's how they felt. That's how they should have felt, because it's a damn shame. Now I have a sister. My sister Keita is in Dallas, and she didn't have power. It was coming on and off. When they came on, they would cook real quick, and then they would go. You know, so, and she just got in a relationship. So can you imagine? Not only a pandemic. Here we go with a snowstorm. Let's see how much we like each other. But they made it through. They made it through, but it was horrible, especially for a place like Texas where this doesn't happen. It hasn't happened in 36 years. So it's like, whoa, what are we supposed to be doing here? That's just like California getting ready for snow. They ain't ready.
Well, you know, I mean, what happened in California was a little different, but were you there when all of the power started tripping in California and all that?
No, I just mean with the snow. I don't know when the power was. I don't know. I mean, I lived in California all my life, and all I remember is earthquakes. I don't remember nothing about no power going out. But
okay,
they're not ready for it. They're not ready. But it did snow in Compton. It did snow one time in Compton. You know, and folks was out there. It snowed in Compton. There was no drive-bys that day. Even the thugs was out there with the snow angels. The thugs was out there like, my angels were ready to be cord cut.
Yeah, completely stupid, man. Yeah, if they did try. Could you imagine doing a drive-by and then they slick and then they hydroplane into the freaking drive? Yo, that'd have been hilarious. Hey, nah, man. Well, it was crazy out there, man. I felt real bad, especially when I saw that the people that they had elected was actually fleeing the state and going off the vacation. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but this dude was elected over Beto O'Rourke. I don't want to sit there and talk about him too much, but this dude went to Mexico, bruh. I mean,
look at the shoes.
The shoes. What's just you? What you saying about the shoes? Yo, shut up, man. Shut up.
Those, Ted?
Yo, I mean, but yo, the dude, he really made himself look bad because he said that he flew down to drop off his daughters to Cancun. Like, where they do that at though? Like, who fly? Do you ever fly somewhere to drop
somebody?
Like, is that even a thing? Like,
where are his daughters? Where are they though? Like, he's the only one walking the airport though. Like, where they at though? Like,
well, I mean, because he left them there, so that's his whole thing. Like, he came back by himself. You know what I'm saying? He left the kids, left the wife. I guess he says he went down there to drop them off, which is, you know, what you do. He treating the plane like an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
He's Ted. He said it's cold here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my family to the sunshine because I can afford to take my family to the sunshine. So for all of y'all that can't afford it, y'all freeze. But I'm gonna take my kids and my wife out of here. You know, and I'm not gonna say that he was wrong for that because you know you're gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he should have wore was a costume. That's his bad. He should have had on the costume. That's all I'm gonna say. He should have put on a wig and glasses. Yeah, like it's pandemic time. You could have had a mask on. You could have had a Jason mask on. Yeah, like, but you went wrong way. Like, we see you. We see you, Ted. We see you.
Right. Hey, it's me, Ned Cruz. It's nope, not Ted, Ned. It's Ned Cruz.
Come on, Flanders.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is, while he was sitting there doing that, first of all, I think that he wasn't wrong. All right, I'm gonna come out and say this. As a father, he's not wrong. As a senator, he is completely wrong. And where he went wrong wasn't him going to Mexico. Where he went wrong was not taking the state of Texas with him to Mexico. He should have took He should have let everybody go. You get a ticket, you get a ticket, you get a ticket, you get a ticket. Come on. We all going to Cancun. That's where he messed up. It should have been a Groupon package.
You're right.
Hey, check your email. We're going to Cancun, bitch.
You should have manifested.
Fort Worth Airport.
I'm sorry.
That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Let's bring a test in.
Say it again, Gina. My bad.
That's my bad. Because I'm like, you know what? I don't even know what to say. I just want to let me see to hear from somebody that was down there. Because I ain't there. So I really don't. It's like I care.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But maybe because I was in Orlando. But
yeah, you right. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I feel you. Well, I mean, all right. So the secret's out. I ain't gonna lie. If I can keep it 100 with folks, I mean, I know that I give the appearance that I'm actually in Texas because I got the flag behind me and I got the snow behind me. But newsflash, I'm not actually in Texas. Actually, I'm really sitting here comfortably in my own crib with a green screen behind me. However, I do have a friend who does live in Texas, and he, I believe, is with us this very moment. I want to bring him in here, but I'd like to introduce him properly. So
please.
This is a big name, Q. I don't even put a last name out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all looking at him. You know what? I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Look him up.
I'm just gonna let him introduce himself. Oh, let's do it like that right here.
Everybody calls me Q, or Comedian Q. I'm a stand-up comic and comedy show producer.
Hi, hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How are you?
What's happening?
Hi.
Q, DD.
Hi.
We walk in, of course, I think most of them knew who Spinderella was. And, I look like her handler, I guess.
Q is our boy, and he is hailing from the great city of Dallas. And I just want to say, what's going on, Q? How you doing there, homeboy?
What's up, people?
What's going on, man?
It's warm out here, just trying to stay warm.
No, he does not. He's
just trying to stay warm out here in Texas, man. You know, it's a little cold out here.
Well, yeah. Why does the cold make you look like Candyman? Like, I just look at yeah, they're trying. Now, hold on, like, Gina. Before we start talking about Q sitting there trying to make it seem like he went through it. You know what I'm saying? Well, Q is doing all right right now. You know, Q
was hanging up TVs. He was putting up TVs in the stuff.
Yeah, God take care of his kids. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? We helped out. Thank God.
It's true.
Our power and stuff, stayed on. Thank goodness.
Oh, did
yeah.
I know. Well, it was cold, I'm sure. But for those of y'all don't know, of course, Q's power stayed on because Q lives in a palace. I've actually been to Q's house. It's nothing to be played with. If you ever go to the palace, make sure you stop by Q's crib, man, because Q has electricity for days. Him, Shrek, and Fiona is out there doing it big, man. Now, for real though, what was it? I mean, I know you didn't get into the thick of it, Q. I know, that they didn't cross the moat. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't get through the border to But like, did you experience? I know you didn't lose power, but what was it like? I know you got family there. I know you got like friends. Like, what was the experience like, man? What's going on out there?
Man, it was kind of similar to what everybody seen online and on the news and everything, man. It was very uncomfortably here, and the snow just doesn't go anywhere. So we don't have, like in Chicago where I'm from, we have salt trucks that go out and try to clear the roads. Well, they have sand trucks here, and it kind of eases the slippage, but they really wasn't prepared for the sand to put the sand out this last time. So we still had to slide through the city if you had to go somewhere and try to make do. Ran out of food, ran out of water, wood. For for a couple days, but you know, it got a little tough. You know, it was disheartening to see some of these houses with the water coming through. I'm like, damn, that could happen to us like at any minute now. So, you know, we stay prayerful and try to get through it. But this is the thing. I'm a provider. You know what I'm saying? My lady, she don't drive it and stuff. She's from Brooklyn, but she ain't with none of this. So I went out personally as a man for my family, and I was looking for stuff that everybody else was looking for. I was looking for that WAP. You know I had to go. Yeah, I had to go. Yeah, I had to go get my. You know, she left me. I had to go get that WAP, and that's water and power because we ain't have it.
All right, I was concerned. I was severely concerned, bro, because I was like, bro, I know you ain't out there getting that WAP.
I had to go get that WAP.
You know,
I had to go get that WAP.
I'm about to say, boy, your wife, she was about to on your behind.
Yeah, man. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but Q and Spin have been together for a little while, man. But it's about Q right now. But I am a little concerned because he just put that. Please don't chop that part up and put it out without the context.
Please do, please.
Well, I mean, you bring us to a good point. Look at him. See what happened? You lost the WAP. You lost the
Okay, your WAP.
I think, the WAP stands for Wi-Fi and power, homeboy. We might have to update.
Wi-Fi and power.
Y'all what?
I agree with you on that Ted Cruz stuff. He was trying to lead by example. So he's like, hey, yo, it's cold in here. Let's go over this until this stuff melt, and then we'll all come back.
Yeah. That's what he should have done. Unfortunately, when I was 6, I made a pact with my homegirl when I said I don't want to go to Mexico no more. You know, there's a big fat policeman at the door. He will grab you by the. Let me stop. I'm telling on myself. But it is interesting, Q, that you did have at least somebody to weather the storm with. What's it like? Well, for those who don't know, Q and Spin, actually, congratulations, are officially gonna jump the broom, hallelujah, somewhere in that palace. Let's talk. Let's see if do I have any footage of when that happened?
Finally.
Hold on, let me bring this up.
We've been together for 6 years, and he popped the question a few months ago, and now we're planning a wedding.
She's a little controlling. I will say that she's gotta kind of know what's happening. Like I proposed to her, and she wanted to know when I was gonna propose to him. Like that's the surprise. She hates surprises.
I ain't mad.
She made you tell her. She's like, so what date and time exactly?
What knee
Are you proposed?
I want the right knee because your left knee ain't shit. What's up?
So Gina, I know Gina has some questions. But my question, in all honesty, man, is about your reality show experience, and I really want to tap into that. But before I do, I want to let Gina, because I know Gina has some things she wanted to ask you, man.
What's up, Gina? What's up,
Team
sir?
Spin.
Well, first of all, what up, though, Q? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you are here. Now, I do have some questions for you, like to you, but then, like, I'm gonna get to Cinderella. I'm just gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me keep it real, let me keep it professional, and start with you. And we're like, well, how long have you been doing stand-up, Q? Because you got the Rat Pack. I mean, first of all, let me say, you one of the cleanest comics that I've seen perform on stage, and your whole crew with the suits and the, you know, y'all just some clean brothers and sisters. Yeah. So let me know when you do comedy, bro? Like, how long you been doing this?
I've been doing comedy 15 years now. I'm 15 years into the comedy game now. I know it's crazy. And the only reason I did it was because I was a poet at first, and I used to always have like funny lines and anecdotes in my poems, and I liked that reaction. So I asked the host, I'm like, yo, I want to do some comedy tonight, just straight comedy. They were like, all right, bet. They let me go up last. I did like 2.5 minutes, and it was good, and they laughed, and that reaction was much different than poetry. I was like, let me sit this to the side right now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to try to work on that. So that's what made me get into it. But yeah, 15 years. 15 years.
15 years. You don't even look like you even did nothing for 15 years. You just look baby face. You got a little baby face.
You've been growing that beard for 15 years. I know that.
Oh, my grandmother looked good all her life, so she passed those genes down to her
She
grandchildren.
did. She passed them to the grandchildren. How is the scene in Texas? Do you go from like Dallas? Because Texas is huge, right? So you got Dallas, you got Houston, you got San Antonio. You know, like how do you work Texas as a comedian? Like how do you work Texas?
Well, Dallas, I'm good because I've been here 26 years, so I'm pretty good here. We have 2 Hyenas comedy clubs and 2 improvs.
Okay.
The improv in Arlington is my home club. That's where they got a brother pitch on the wall. Amen. Won't he do it? And
Amen.
the club
Amen.
we got next is at Hyenas, is where I produce my shows at. So I'm blessed to be able to get into both clubs as much as possible. As far as Texas, I mean the rest of Texas, Louisiana, San Antonio. They have a club down there. I haven't broken into their club yet, but I've done shows down there several times. Houston as well. But there's all kind of venues to get here to put stuff up. You don't necessarily have to be in a comedy club. They have a lot of venues that are worked for comedy. So it's just networking. You know how we do.
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, I got a room up here. You got a room down there. Let's break some bread. Doesn't always work that way. You can be the only one doing the booking, which I have been for a while, sometimes for the most part, and not get that work back. But it's okay because what's for you is for you. So
that's right.
We got a lot of friends out here in the industry that's in Texas. We try to look out for each other for the most part.
So because of Texas and it's so big, it's like you really can't just say, "Oh, I'm about to be all over the place." Because Texas is so big, so it's like let me handle here, then handle here.
Yeah, you gotta set it up. You gotta set it up. But that's what the exchange of information. A lot of people try to hold information and think it's gonna stop them from being as big as you or vice versa. But you don't have to do that. Just do right by folks and it'll be all right. We all want some of that stage, so let's get
That's right.
Yeah, but Texas is practically its own country. You know what I'm saying? I learned a long time ago that you don't mess with Texas, especially if you got out of town plates. You know what I'm saying? That whole part. Yes, that's right. Lose your hat, T.I. But the part that I'm wondering about is like you out there in Texas amongst all of these other joints, man, and you still got to hold it down. But I feel like you now have a different level of notoriety, being that you did your show on OWN network. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? BET, all that, everything that you done did. Excuse me, but we know you. If I may break the fourth wall, Gina and I at least know you from the Grown and Sexy cruises that we used to do back in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we really got it in when we was up there on the stage wilding out for hundreds. Sometimes it felt like thousands.
4,000. I had a 4,000. I had 4,000.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, I was on a little boo cruise. I was on a little weekend cruise. You know what I'm saying? We was on it for like 3 days, and we. You
didn't do the 7 days.
I did 1 year. I did do the Super Bowl joint. That was pretty cool. I think I did it a couple times. Yeah, I did the one with the Black Rod and all that, and it was a lot of fun. But then we saw COVID hit home. Why? And the cruise industry went completely downhill. Like, what do we do, man? Do we wait? Is the cruise industry dead? Q? Are we gonna do more grown and sexy events that are just in different places? Are we gonna get back on the boat? What's the future of grown and sexy? And we got next, man.
Well, I'm glad you asked, my brother. Well, of course, grown and sexy is not mine. That's my guys, KJ Keith Jones.
Right.
West Palm Beach, Florida, man. They right now everything is canceled until 2022. The Super Bowl cruise for 2022. But they are doing pop-ups in different cities. I think he just did Atlanta this past weekend. We just got off the, communicating that he's going to do Dallas April 9th through 11th. So we're going to start putting something together for that. Pop-ups in different cities. Maybe the country. They got Jamaica coming up, the Hido, over in Jamaica in August. So this stuff's still going on, but far as these cruises, man, I want to wait until some other people get on the boat first.
Right.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm not necessarily scared about being around people because I'm around
Right.
people now. Cool with it. It's just that if something happens and they have to quarantine the boat, then you're gonna be out there.
Right.
I don't
Right.
So until they not doing that no more, then I'll chill. But fingers crossed.
Why didn't you put it on here?
2022,
Hilarious.
We getting back on the boat, man.
Yeah, I love that Q is not afraid of dying from COVID. He's just afraid of being quarantined at sea. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's he don't mind the dying part, but if I gotta be out here on the ocean with these stank with no water and no toilet paper, that's what we gonna have.
It was rough. It was rough because a lot of those people they stuck on the boat. A lot of those workers and a lot of people, once it went down, like they were stuck on the ship. And the good thing about my experience with the Grown and Sexy, it was the last one before the Rona. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I was on
it's your fault, Gina. You probably the one that messed it all up.
I was on the last free road cruise.
Ground zero.
It was you, Gina. You brought the COVID virus from Virginia. It's all your fault.
But it was so dope. Like that whole experience, that whole Grown and Sexy. The black, white, I mean, it's mostly black folks, let's keep it real, but there's a mixture of people in the mix. And when you put on something so dope, where people that ain't even a part of the part of nothing, they want to be in. Regular
people come to the show. Yeah, man. Live,
what you doing? You know?
And you meet so many people from all over the country that'll rock with you once you get off that boat. Gina and Vince, I'm sure both of y'all can attest to this, man. Pretty much everywhere I go, somebody from Grown and Sexy is in the audience. Which is just awesome, dude. The lady just walked up to me in Minnesota with the Rat Pack and said, "Yeah, man, we was ready for that cruise in May for the reception cruise. I was supposed to do a reception cruise after my marriage." And it was like, "Yeah, we was ready, man, but we got all our money back, so we good." I'm like, "Dang, y'all, bro."
There's another round of stimulus, you know. We'll get back out there. Well, I'm freezing up a little bit, but as my computer starts to match my mouth again, Gina, I know you got a question. Let me ask him one thing real quick, if I may. My man, so being on TV is nothing new to you. I know you done been on TV before, but being I know. Yeah, I seen you with he did some of those Safe Flight commercials. You remember Q and a Safe Flight repair? It's just hey, all you gotta do is come. Now just play. But I am curious as to the difference in like a stand-up comedy special experience and a reality show experience, where you have to deal with not just your own personalities, but other personalities. You know what I'm saying? That happen to just run amok. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we did see, on your Love Goals show that there was, Benzino, there were, other people who may not necessarily have, been as friendly as they presented themselves. There were cameras, there was lighting, there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I'm really just curious as to what that's like. Like, do you have to put on a front? Do you find yourself being quiet? Do you find yourself being pushed by the producers to produce certain content? Like, what's that all about, bro? I'm just really curious as to how that works.
Word. Well, as far as comparing to stand-up, it's totally different because you're the executive producer of your words and your thoughts. So being on stage, how it comes out of your head and out of your mouth is pretty much what it is, right?
Right.
So that's different and that's dope. And that's what we strive to do as comics, man. So being able to do that on Aspire Network and stand up and little spotlight on the Arsenio Hall show. Been another one of my TV credits. Has been dope.
Nice.
As far as the reality show, it was different, but I had to tell, and we both did this consciously. We basically said what we have the power over whatever the show ends up being, whatever's shown. We have the power because we can control our thoughts. We can control what comes out of our mouth. Now, how they try to get a reaction out of us, or how the other cast members may do something and they get a reaction out of you, you still have to be in control of that. So I was very conscious of that. It got a little frustrating sometimes in those group sessions because certain cast members would really be just doing extra stuff.
Hold on. Nah, don't brush over that. Hold on. Frustrated and frustrated at who? And I know my mouth and my words ain't matching my face, but just trust that I'm saying this out of my own mouth.
You look like a karate flick over there.
Yeah, this
got every computer hooked up. He got every computer pager, two-way pager, Nintendo, Atari, everything is hooked up. That's why he's going.
All right. So my Wi-Fi and power ain't working like yours. Okay, excuse me, my WAP. My WAP wasn't delivered on time this morning. But yeah, man, who are you talking about? Bro? Like, just keep it real.
Particularly Benzino, man, was doing a lot of extra stuff in these group sessions that just took away from what the goal was. And you can see the frustration on everybody's face.
Yeah.
We would be in sessions for about 2 hours, and an hour and 15 minutes of it would be him going back and forth with somebody. So I'm just sitting there like, I ain't gonna get none of my counseling. It's a nice house, but I'm ready to go home. Shit. I mean,
Benzino is horrible. Benzino need to quit.
He was cool outside of that. Like, he was an I do outside of that, cool to talk to, chop it up with. And he's actually the only cat I knew that was on that show before I got to the show.
Yeah. Well, he's a love and hip hopper. He's been in that reality scene before.
Well, I don't know him from the Source magazine. Yeah, I used to
work so he knows how to put it on thick for reality. You know what I mean? Like, he knows how to bring the drama.
What he was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to get this camera time. You trying to get a spinoff already? Like, what's really going on?
Don't nobody want to see Benzino. Let me just make an announcement now. Don't nobody want to see Benzino. And he got the video with the check. And boy, sit down somewhere.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Sit down.
Gina, did you have questions, Gina?
How long you and Span been together 6 years? Now, let me tell you something. 7? Lord,
get it right.
Y'all at that mark, right? Y'all know 7 is when the ground starts just rumbling just a little bit. Just a little bit rumbling.
I know COVID let us know, like, this is gonna be what it is, because this is what it
right.
is.
That's right.
COVID, I'm an essential worker.
Right.
That's
you
true.
Are essential. You are essential. But she's Spinderella, dog. Like, a legend, a icon. And although, we're not going to discuss it at all, but although, she's had her stuff going on with the Salt and Pepper group, real people, like, everybody knows this without Spin. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, how do you look at her? Like, do you look at her like, Salt and Pepper here and wiggling effect? Want you to push it back? Like, how do you look at her?
So I she's so down to earth. It doesn't, there's Spinderella and then there's Dee Dee. So I got Dee Dee. I fell in love with Dee Dee and
I got you.
Life with Dee Dee. But every once in a while, don't tell nobody this, but every once in a while, I go into the DJ room and I just bow down to the Grammy. And I wipe them off a little bit. And I kiss them. And I go, I go back to the castle on the other side of the castle and just watch the TV.
Oh my God.
She's so down to earth. It's dope.
She
I
really
like
is.
to think myself every once in a while, like, that's because I'm 46, so I grew up on all of that, all the old school hip hop and all that. So just it's just proof that what's meant for you is meant for you. You don't know where where anyone's lines interact and cross up. So it's
how did you guys meet? How did you guys even meet? Like, where did you even get to see Spinderella to even talk to her?
I tweeted her.
Shut up!
I don't even tweet celebrities, right? I found out she was a Leo, and I'm a Leo. I was having a birthday party, and I found out she was in Texas. So I tweeted her like, "Hey, I heard you're a Leo. I'm a Leo too. I'm having a birthday. What would it cost to DJ?" And we got to talking, and that's how it happened. She agreed to DJ.
That is so dope.
She did my party. Yeah.
That's a Cinderella story. You Cinderella, right?
Hey, I showed you where the fool lived, man. I was trying to tell you the man is in the palace. You know what I'm saying? You missed out what I was talking about, bro. I wasn't playing around. But yo, so dude, so basically, I'm in. If we can reverse the whole B. Simone motive, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your shot. Hey, excuse me, Kamala, I'm coming for you, boo boo. Janet, Miss Jackson, yeah, me and the wife trying to make you a third wheel. I'm finna go ahead and slide on in. You need a DJ? You want to come? I'll hire you. I won't rip off this. Let me stop. Let me get this all messed up, man.
But look, I didn't shoot at her like that. It was business.
I know. It was business.
But what happened was, I told her, I said, hey, I normally pay my DJs this, but it's my birthday, so I'm going all out. My budget is $500, and she
damn
me.
Wow.
I don't know what it costs to book a spin ballot. She laughed. and she ended up. She said, "I tell you what, I'll just gift it to you." And I said, "What does that mean?" She said, "I'm gonna do it it's a gift." I said, "You DJ my party for a gift?" I called my business partner. I said, "Dude, you won't believe what just happened." Real talk, and that's what she did. Got her table and a bottle and all that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. How cool is that?
All right, so you what the hell did your profile picture look like at the time? Right? Were you butt naked? What was going on? Some I'm missing something here. Like
he had a fairy godmother.
Like how does he must have his profile pic must have been a silhouette of the print. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like what makes you all of a sudden, yo?
It might have been something like this.
Well, shoot, Hanny, you better go ahead, boo. Shoot, you got me over here blushing too. Shoot.
Let me go over here. Let me go over here for the free.
Yo, that's
dope.
I didn't know that.
That's meant to be. Yeah.
So you somehow, I don't want to say somehow, let me not say it like that. So you were able to develop a relationship that originally started through a point of contact for business. And then when she shows up, then what happens, bro? How does that, how do you get from, oh, you just here for the gig to, oh, let me move all my stuff and you move your and let's
let me see you.
Let me get a side drawer. Yeah. So that's crazy. I ended up asking her on a date. And we ended up going to the movies. This is some regular shit. I'm like, I'm a regular.
Oh my God.
Regular shit.
Wow.
Let's go to the movies. Well, at this mall, they have a movie theater, but don't nobody shop at the mall no more. So the mall was empty. Like dead ass empty in the middle of the day. Like it was Saturday, empty. She's like, well, ain't nobody here. I said, oh, y'all rented out the mall for us. I don't want nobody trying to get no autographs.
Lord. Starting with the lie.
Ain't nobody in the theater. She's like, where everybody at? I said, baby, I don't want nobody messing with you. So we had this whole theater to ourselves, this whole mall. Come to find out, that's where she worked at the radio station. The radio station was in the mall too. She was like, I know this mall going down. She said that later. She let me make my little facade work a little bit. Yeah. Oh, and then I had some tickets to go see Snoop Dogg at the casino nearby. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of like the real, okay, we're finna take a road trip and go out. So we get there, get out the car. As soon as we got the car, Dash from the dog pound out the hotel. And he come out, he said, Diddy. I'm like, what the hell is he talking to? He talking to my dad. She like, oh, what up, Dad? They dab it up, hugs. What y'all doing here? She's like, my man, my friend. I was a friend at the time. My friend bringing us out here to see Snoop. I said, y'all. He was like, oh, what? They just got on the phone like, he's like, hey, man, you gonna have some tickets at the door. Ooh. So the tickets I got, never used them. We was on stage for the whole Snoop Dogg concert. The whole time, dog. The whole time. It was dope ass experience. I should have kept those tickets because I never got to use them. But yeah.
That's super fire, Q. Like that is such a dope love story. It's such a dope, you never know. Like you never know. Like B. Simone said it, you know what I'm saying? Get ready. Even though she said it like this.
Yeah.
She still said get ready. She still
Yeah.
said you ready.
Well, I mean, I love that story because you not only got to meet Daz, shake his hand, and spend time on stage with Snoop, but you also got presented with the option of getting a refund for them tickets and being economically sound. Hallelujah, because that's ultimately very important. Let's not act like that's not a thing. All right.
Get away, right on.
I mean, because let's keep it real. If we can break it down, man, since we boys, it's just me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gina ain't, Gina who? You know what I'm saying? We don't see nobody. Let's keep it real, bro. Like, you're dealing with somebody who we all grew up admiring,
right?
And she has a legacy, probably royalties, probably publishing, things like that. I myself would be financially intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know if I could charm your socks off,
right.
But when you show up with tickets to get in, and the people that are on the show are like, yo, what you doing on that side of the line? You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a special type of charm to be able to keep a relationship going when you don't have to worry about, whether the whole, I don't want to say provider, but the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like the be Simone, you know what I'm saying?
I think it also takes a very special woman or person who's ever in that position, to be like, okay, it's not just about this. Like in any relationship, you can't sit up here and say, well, like she was saying, you gotta have this, gotta have that. Well, there's some compromise and all of that. So
exactly
what I may have lacked in finances or security or whatever right now, I made up for maybe in charm, maybe in the way I took care of my kids. Something that she's seen in me that money wouldn't devalue what I.
That's right.
And also, I'm a firm believer in this. God will give man the idea, but the woman the plan. If you're young, so if it's something in me that she can already manifest and put out there and make sure I get to where I need to get to where I can provide. I just think it just works that way, especially when you're yoked as far as partners. So,
as long as y'all not broke,
huh?
And as long as y'all not broke, like in a relationship, I don't care who got the money. Somebody got to have some. Because a broke relationship ain't gonna work. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cardi B said broke don't even deserve no. So it's out there now. So hey.
Well, look, I can tell you right now, from firsthand experience, that Q hang up way too many TVs to be broke out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because I see,
you got your own thing, bro.
I'm trying to book Q to come to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Right in the living room and get the TV hooked on her. Now I'm just saying,
I got you.
You think I'm playing too? Watch. You think I'm playing? Watch. You gonna get a call one day like, "Hey, what you doing March 4th?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, man,
hang up a TV
in a toolbox. Can we make that happen, man? Well, listen, bro. We gonna keep here all. I really appreciate you jumping on, man, especially because of the whole, the time zone difference and everything. So I know you, man, it's sincerely a big deal. And listen, if we can get back on the, the Grown and Sexy whenever, 2030, whenever it come back,
not
what I'm saying?
2030, not
whatever.
As soon as he rolled it out, if the 2022 January kickoff, then y'all know I try to book the whole year out. So man, that's the easy part, dude. I'm looking forward to getting back on it, man. Those cruises are so much fun. It was like my little getaway, and it's crazy, man. I got to do 15 cruises with KJ and them in the last 5 years. So I miss being out on the water. I used to be scared of that, jumping out on fear on that, and it's just been amazing. I met some amazing comics. I've been able to give some comics their first international credit. Like that's just dope. I know it wasn't y'all on the business side, it wasn't nothing that we all want, but like you get so much from it. And that's what I try to tell folks, like you're gonna get X, Y, and Z, and this is gonna happen. I promise you this is what's going on. So I don't think I've let anybody down or lied to anybody yet as far as what that cruise can help you do and just to get away. Like Jen, you brought your husband.
Oh man, I brought my auntie. My auntie's still talking about the cruise. Like she's still. I mean, it was just an experience. Like, I mean, I was, what I'm saying, mad at the comedy show, what I'm saying, got pushed, what I'm saying, back because I had, spent a lot of money on some towels that I didn't get to, that I still have, what I'm saying, that, I wish I could have sold them all on the cruise,
Right,
but
right.
hey.
Right.
I
Hey, we was out there hustling together. We was on the beach selling stuff. What we trying to get rid of them?
y'all was on it, but didn't nobody know me yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm trying to explain to them like I don't know you. And it's all black people. They like, girl, well, who is you? But after the show, after my standing ovation, I was able to do so. But
Right.
I'm just saying though, next time y'all
No, ideally it's supposed to be in the middle of the cruise. Ideally, 7 days is supposed to be in the middle of the cruise, but stuff always happens on that boat, and they can't get control over. So I just man, like this is how we getting paid right now. Can we, make this happen? So,
but it was dope. I appreciate it.
We'll do a do-over.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Gina probably got bailed out of cruise jail. You know what I'm saying? Probably tried to sneak something in her afro.
500 tax.
Yo, you was wilding. I know I ain't matching right now. Excuse me for lagging, but at the same time, Q, I want to speak on your behalf before we let you go real quick. And I want to shout out bookers, promoters, and folks all across the country. Just because you see Q doing his thing with Spin, just because you see Q on TV, don't mean he ain't accessible. Like the ball, one thing I can say is he's not only a personality, but the dude funny as hell. All right, he is a solo act, even though he's a Rat Pack comedian.
I'm a Rat Pack now. How cool is that?
I know he's doing a Rat Pack, and he gonna be in Orlando in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? So look for those tickets for my Orlando residents. Get your tickets to the Orlando Improv right now. Go to theimprovorlando.com. Scroll down, look for the rap.
We just changed the date. Vince is going to be on that show, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all come out and support my man Vince. Vince is on that show as well. But it's going to be that Tuesday, April 21st. I want to say in my calendar. So it's Tuesday. Man. And then Tampa is going to be, I think, Wednesday. Yeah.
So do you want me to jump on the show the day after 420 and expect me to remember that?
Oh man!
Now I'll just play it, but we
on a Tuesday.
we gonna get it popping. We will definitely be there. But yeah, I just want it to be known, like Q is seriously funny and he's hella cool, down to earth, one of the dopest people you ever gonna meet. I need y'all to write down this main info right now. Book comedian Q at gmail.com. Hit him up. He will go. He will travel. He had his own thing popping in Vegas, went, then Corona hit and all that other stuff. But the Bug Q is a seriously funny, seriously talented, and a seriously personable gentleman. Please, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all holler at the ball comedian Q. Any closing words, my man?
Man, you just showed the We Got Next flyer. We was talking about on the cruise, man. We are going into our 10-year anniversary in June. So the We Got Next 10-year anniversary is coming up. I'm gonna squeeze one in probably. I'm waiting on the email right now for maybe February, April, somewhere between now and June. I'm gonna do one, which will be volume 53 in Dallas, and then the 54th show will be the 10-year anniversary. Man, we're trying to get that thing together. So thank you for that, man. We Got Next, the longest running comedy series in the South, and it's funny. Comedy you may not have never heard of, but I promise you they all funny. Promise you.
Yes. And he guaranteed it, y'all. Q, we appreciate you, man, for coming on here, taking the time. Tell our girl, Spin, that we are behind her. Let her know, like for real. Let her know, because I'm sure she does. But let her know, like the real people, we already know, and we stand with Spin. And we just appreciate you coming on here, man. And
can I say,
she has a book coming out. She's writing a book now, so y'all be on the lookout. And when she get that book together, she may come and do y'all show as well, man. She's gonna be doing press and stuff. Be on the lookout.
Okay. Hey, listen, we all about that life. We'll definitely speak with Dee, man, if she's willing to have us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which wing of the palace we'll do the interview from. You know what I'm saying? That part out. Yeah, I mean,
that's where the interview gonna be at, with a little gold.
By the rainbow.
And that's at the top.
That's where it's gonna be. Yo, Q, thank you once again, man. We're gonna go ahead and let you slide. We're gonna be in touch. I'm gonna hit you up afterwards, man, and we'll chop it up on what just happened here today, man. So thanks once again, comedian Q, everybody out here doing this stuff. Thank you, my friend. He is on board. Yes, I. Big. What is he doing over there? I can't.
You
Look,
see my
he doing
trophy.
something.
Y'all see my trophy back there? I got a basketball trophy.
Oh, hell no.
Trophy. She got Grammys. I got trophies. Leave me alone.
Put them little trophies back up under the sink. Put them trophies back.
Man, you done went and found them in the attic, man, next to your softball picture when you sitting there with his T-ball uniform on, man. That's one of them everybody get a trophies too, ain't it? Like
participation. Participation. He got a participation.
Q, if you don't get there, we gonna let Q.
Look at the one in the back. Look at the basketball one. I see you though.
Get it, man. Let me see it real quick. Go get it right quick. What it say right quick? What it say? What it say, bro? What it say?
You got it's a little blurry right now.
It's a little blurry.
It says the Billy and somebody stickers most valuable player.
Yeah.
Shooting them shots, baby. You gotta shoot the shots.
That QB is as old as his afro. So we're gonna go ahead.
Man, he got that in a Cracker Jack box, man. Whatever, bro. Hey, look at him like Mr. Biggles. All right, man. We gonna leave you alone with your Grammy, Q. Thank you, bro. We gotta end the show. We already at an hour, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna text you in a little bit, man. Appreciate that. That's a big deal. Everybody. God. The gentleman Q has left the building. Thank you so much, boy, for joining us. And we are wrapped on my man. I gotta give it up, man. I didn't know that he slid in the DMs like that and met Spin like that. You know what I'm saying? That's special.
He didn't even, and what's crazy, he didn't even slide in the DMs. Like he tweeted, right. So which means everybody saw him say, "What up, though?" Like,
wow, you're right. I didn't even yeah.
So he shot his shot. He dunked it. Like he made sure it was going in the bucket.
Yeah, well,
so it's a dope love story.
In his defense, just to kind of wrap up that section, I don't think he was even expecting it to pop off like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he was just really, as the booker and the producer that he is, he was legit just trying to put somebody on the show.
Stay together. Yeah.
And at some point, there was something that happened. It might have been when they first locked eyes, and she was like, you know what I'm saying? Ladies sometimes get that look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I see you. You see me.
We already knew.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, bim, 9 months later, dope Lil Spin comes out. Well, that was really cool, man. I'm happy for him, man. Especially being that they went to therapy. They ain't even got married yet, and they already working out their issues and everything, man. So got to give it up for Big Q, man. That is a big deal. Big deal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Big deal. Now, Gina,
go ahead, dog.
Now, I was just saying, I know you had more to say. I know you had some stuff. I saw you switching things around, so.
Yeah, it's crazy because I forgot to put the pictures in there. Me, Q, and Spin. I still had, and it's whatever. But right now, before we go, because we are getting ready to go, you guys, this is a short month. You know what I'm saying? But I had to break off the last of Black History with a female who is still kicking down barriers, you guys. And if you don't know, and if you ain't seen by my afro, it is the one and only Miss Angela Davis, beautiful people. Angela Davis, my God, you got it's there's so much. It's so much to say about Angela Davis. But I'm gonna start with, first of all, let me pull her up because let me show you the information. Okay, let me show you the information. Yes. Angela Davis actually was the first Black woman, or the first woman ever, on the FBI's most wanted list. Let me tell y'all something. When you get picked up from your job by 2 white federal agents, and your face is like that, she ain't even crying, sad, or nothing. You hear me? This queen was out here fighting for equal rights, civil rights. She's still doing it today. Let me show you this picture I found with her and Jane Fonda, y'all. Do y'all see Jane Fonda over there?
Yeah.
Looking at her like she's just an angel. Look how she's looking at her.
Hey, one time for Lil Nas X in the background too.
First of all, Lil Nas X, that's Lil Nas X ancestor or somebody. But I just want to just show y'all the significance of this picture. Like Jane Fonda is an ally. She still to today is saying Black Lives Matter. She ain't with that all lives matter crap, y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying? And look at her, look at her today, y'all. Look at this lady. Yes. She is still out here beating the streets. I'm gonna play this video for you guys, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. And the reason why my Black History fact, I'm not giving you so many facts, is because your ASS should know. Or if you don't know, I'm gonna need you to go look it up after you done seen this. Because my job ain't is to teach. My job is just to show you the stuff, and then you decide if you want to know the real. So listen to this video.
Okay, it's kind of a bizarre image, of course, but when
Okay, first let me tell you what the question is. The question, the interviewer asked Angela Davis how she felt about Nancy and them wearing the doggone kente cloths and taking a knee and couldn't get up after 10 seconds of being on their knee. But this is her response.
okay, it's kind of a bizarre image, of course, but when I analyze it, what I see is the impact of mass movements, the impact of the protests, the solidarity that was intended by that act is a solidarity that was demanded by millions of people in the street. But of course, they have to do a great deal more than take a knee, like Colin Kaepernick did, a great deal more than wear kente cloths. And we will see what happens over the coming period. Okay, it's kind of a
Black youth.
Now this is going to be the young Angela Davis. I'm getting ready to play for y'all real quick. But you heard what she said now. Y'all look Kunta cloth was all cute and everything. But we gonna see what y'all do when it's time to do something. You know what I'm saying? So let me play this last video of young Angela Davis, you guys. And just listen, because she was so calm. And this is what I mean by B. Simone. You can have a message all day, but it's the way you deliver it. You can't talk to grown folks like this. You just can't. We already PSTD. We can't handle this. Okay, we need coffee. We need drugs. We 80s babies. We can't. We can't take all of this, B. Simone. Okay, so just listen to this queen speak, because the way she speaks, you want to listen.
Black youth and brown youth are beginning to see through the lies and distortions of the government, and are beginning to see that much of what has been said about communism in this country is simply not true. The reason I am a communist is because I feel that only through a total revolution, which is going to overthrow the capitalist control of the economy, which will seize the wealth from all of the giant corporations that exploit and
You know what I'm saying, Vince? You hear how she talked to us? Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all why I'm a communist. Let me tell you now that black and brown people are really starting to pay attention and understand that y'all lying to us. And this was in the 70s. So look at here. If you got a message to be told across, y'all, make sure you tell the message where folks can understand. Okay? Because in the 70s, although she probably was, you know what I'm saying? Because it was the 70s. She might have been a little stoned.
Oh, a little nut.
But the message came through and you guys understand. So my Black History Queen of the day, of the last of the month, is going to go to Miss Angela Davis, y'all, the queen of the people, civil rights movement. Vince, I know you know a lot about her as well. I mean, she was just dope, man. Look her up. Make sure you guys look her up, Angela Davis. And you know what I'm saying? That's my Black History.
And Angela Davis is my 10-year-old's favorite Black History figure to follow. And if I could just jump out here and say, one of the reasons is because of her presence. Like back in this time period where Angela was coming around, if you don't mind me, Gina, this image is a statement. It's not just fashion. It is a revolt against those that, and I'm not trying to put nobody on blast or nothing, but it's against the whole concept that you have to make yourself look a certain way in order to fit in, because you have to assimilate to the culture that has been forced upon you. So Angela Davis herself is indeed a figure, but her hair and the way that it is, it says its own statement itself. Because black people, unfortunately, y'all may not realize this, but you don't realize that your hair in its natural state is one of the only types of hair that defies gravity naturally, and doesn't have to necessarily have a whole bunch of products, just some fruits and berries, and it'll go right up there towards the sky of which we came. So bringing that up, man. Big up to you for bringing up Angela Davis. Not only that, she's an author as well. So I would
She is
definitely
an
go
author.
check out read some of her books.
She is, I mean, she's everything that you would want to be if you were someone coming up in those times where our voices need to be heard. And so for her to be on the first female, black, white, first female ever to be on FBI's most wanted list, this lady is a G. You understand me? And you guys should be feeling blessed enough to be in a generation where you can learn about this young lady and soak it all in and take it with you. So big up, you know what I'm saying, Angela Davis. Now I know, you know, say she had the natural hair and all we need is natural juices and berries, but we found out a couple weeks ago that Gorilla Glue, stiff hair, mob hair.
That is a thing. The Gorilla Glue is still a thing, man. I thank God I took that down because I sure would have put that up here too.
She has an agent, Jesus. She's got an agent now.
Yeah, for
She's
the
a
next
motivational speaker.
well, hey, you know,
Woo!
I'm not mad. Do
I'm not mad.
capitalize.
I'm not
You
mad.
know what I'm saying? She did donate to charity. She put the word out. She's, you know, I'm not mad at her. Go ahead, do your
They
thing.
stopped her from getting that money, Vince. They stopped her from getting that. They stopped her from collecting her donation money, right?
No, I didn't know that. Wait, what?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's a lot going on with Gorilla Glue Girl, but she was just on the reel with, of course, Moni Love and, you know, the real. Y'all know with Jeezy Girl. You know the real. And she spoke. I mean, and let me tell y'all watch her speak, because she not doing none of this. First of all, and when I watch her speak, y'all, I really feel bad for her. I'm like, girl, you was retarded. Like, girl, you really put glue in your head. But now, you know, knowing that her kid, take me Simone up off of there, please. Her kids had to go to school, and like you don't think about all of that when you are reporting the news or stating your opinion. But she told a story about how her kids are going to school and they're being made fun of. You know, they're making fun of her. They're showing like the picture. She said one morning she had to get up and tell her kids, like, there's going to be a picture of me going around. That's not me. It's a bald spot at the top, but I want you to see that mommy still has her hair. Like, it's more to it than what we think, you guys. So you never know what a person is going through. Although it was so stupid to Gorilla Glue your head, I hope she learned something, and I hope we all learned something.
Yeah. Don't just reach whatever is in the garage and put it in your hair. Let's probably read the label, that part, and pay attention. And but then she came out on top. I'm pretty sure she got a little lump sum in the bank, and she is still planning on suing Gorilla Glue. And I get the feeling they're probably gonna settle. So it is what it is, man. We got that out there. She's a pioneer in her own right. She's gonna go down in history too, but it ain't gonna be for her.
Somebody gonna be doing Black History in 10 years.
On this day in Black History, old girl from Instagram glued her hair. It is what it is, man. But yo, I'm mad because we got to wrap up because we already over our mark. Because I wanted to ask you how everything went with Afrotainment. I wanted to ask you how everything went last week. You know
Wonderful.
what I'm saying in the trip in Orlando. But I'm guessing everything went well.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm a star. Wonderful. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't believe it, you won't. Nobody will. But I will say, Vince, that Afrotainment studio is amazing. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful studio ran by beautiful Black people from Africa, from the roots. Even a Black makeup artist, which I didn't know. I walked in there and they said makeup. I was like, Betty is not doing my makeup. And they took me downstairs and it was homegirl, sister girl, Supreme Faces down there doing makeup. So the experience was awesome, man. Tight Mike's 20th year comedy anniversary was so dope. I met Benji Brown. I killed it so hard. Benji went up there and he just had to talk. Murdered it. It was so fun. But yeah, just a small note, you guys, for comics out there that's trying to figure out if you should be hitting stages or not. I will say this: wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Wear your mask. Take your behind in the green room. You ain't gotta be, you can't do it like you used to do it, but you can still do it. So don't be afraid to hit them stages, comics, because they are literally begging for entertainment. So do your thing, wear your mask, and if you are like me, who Schuler King taught me, you have your own mic. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, you got your own mic, like a karaoke machine type? Okay, all right, that's what it is. Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that, man. And on the way out, I will say that's a good message because a comedian the other week that I was performing with kind of hit me to the fact that they're like, "Yo, Vince, you realize that we are essential workers. I was like, man, get out of here. Ain't nobody. She was like, listen, do you know how many, are you watching the news? Are you seeing the suicide rate? Are you seeing the depression? Are you seeing like how this is messing with people's minds? Some people need to have comedy in their life just to be able to escape for a little bit, because Netflix and Hulu and HBO Max don't always do it. And sometimes people need to be able to relate to, you know, down home, like good old connection with an actual human being. So Vince, stop thinking of yourself as just some dude who's just performing. No, dude, you're an essential worker. You don't know who all you touch. So I know last week you hit somebody, Gina, at least a few times in the gut, in the chin, in the throat, and all that. So that's what we got to do. And for fellow comedians out there, do like we, do what Gina say, man. Don't be afraid no more. I guess get the vaccine.
Nope.
Maybe and just kidding. And but at least wear your mask, bring your own mic, and if you can, bring your own green room. And if you can't, bring your own green room. That always works too. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead and get up out of here, man. Yo, I'm Vince Taylor again, man.
This is your girl, Gina G.
And this has been Melanin Espresso. We may or may not see you next week. Let's go. And this is Melanin Espresso. Oh, Gina wasn't ready.
Good morning.
Good morning. Like, comment. Please comment. We putting up comments. I got a tattoo on the shoulder too, but I don't want to go through the process of zipping it down. Ching ching, Apple TV. Yes. Ching ching, Roku TV. Ching ching, Amazon Fire.